So, helicopter. No need to wait. Are you nervous? Don't be nervous. It's just your hands and your voice.
I think my voice sounds squeaky if it starts going deep.
Okay, welcome to episode 2 of this flower sequence, functions of a flower sequence. Today I have Sajida, who's my daughter, who's here, and she's going to be the child because this is going to give you an idea on what this experience is like with a real child. At the end of the video, please let me know if you prefer videos made with a real child where I just present it, or if you prefer me to make videos where I explain how the presentation works. Okay. So here we go. Hi Sajida.
Hi, Mommy.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine, thanks. So do you remember last time, I think we looked at the hibiscus?
Yeah.
Do you remember what were the parts of the hibiscus? It's okay if you don't.
Petals.
Petals, yeah, we had petals. Can you show me what the petal is? Okay, what else do you remember?
The stem.
Yeah, we do have a stem, but that's not what was the parts of the flower. But okay, stem.
I forgot what it was called.
Calyx.
A calyx.
What else do you remember?
And those are the things I forgot what they're called again.
Do you remember something called the Corolla?
Yeah, I remember Corolla. I think it was when the leaves were taken apart.
Yeah. And do you remember what's the function of the Corolla?
The function of the Corolla was to... I don't remember.
That's okay. It's to call the insects. That's why they got pretty colors. And Corolla it means cup in Latin. Do you remember something called a stamen?
Yeah.
Do you remember which part of the plant is a stamen?
The boy part?
Yeah, that's the male part. And the hibiscuses they don't have stamens that are so easy to see. And we had another flower, and they were so tiny on that flower, but on this flower you can clearly see.
Lilies.
This is a lily, that's right. And those are the stamens right here. Do you remember what was the pistil?
This on top?
Yeah, it was the female part of the flower, right? Yeah, you can see it on this flower too. This is the pistil right there. So, would you like to take this one apart?
Yes.
Okay. You can take it up, but just be careful so that we can see all the parts.
So I just peel them off?
Yeah, like this. I'll peel off one petal,
Okay.
and you'll do the rest. See, just be careful that we're not destroying anything as we peel it.
Do you have another lily?
I do have another lily. You want to take apart another lily?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Sajida, thank you. So I'm going to put all the petals here together from your two lilies.
12?
I don't know how many petals are here. There were just 6 petals in this flower?
Yeah,
That's
probably 6 in each.
6 in each? That's actually important. But I'm not going to talk about that now. But that's important. Whether or not a flower has an odd number of petals or an even number of petals actually tells us information about the flower. Okay. Anyway, so today, right now for this lesson, we're going to focus on the stamens. Which one is the stamen? Can you show me? One stamen. Till you touch it. That's right. All right. Do you think if you use the tweezers, you can take these stamens apart? Can I take one apart and then you do the rest?
I'm not gonna give you that part.
That's why I'll do one. Right? Did you see that?
Yeah.
I'm going all the way to the bottom. Pinch and grab.
Oh,
Okay, now you try.
I don't know, trying to back up on first.
You want to try on these ones? This one?
Or just one.
No problem.
Just to see if I can actually do it.
Okay.
I did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I know I can do it.
All right.
Ah. Stop pulling on my tweezers. Okay. Pinch. Okay, let's go a bit faster. Pinch.
Can you put them down gently?
Okay.
Thanks.
And last one. Done.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh, same number as the petals. Okay, Sajida, so now let's look at just one stamen. All right? See this top part here that you kept saying, ooh, is that the pollen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the pollen. This part here is called an anther.
An anther?
Yeah, that's a Greek word, and it means flower. The Greek word is, it's written like anther, but I don't know what it sounds like when it's being pronounced. Maybe we can look that up.
Okay.
And then if you see all this pollen right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this word pollen, this word does not come from the Greek. It comes from the Latin, and it means fine flower. And we also write it like pollen. So let me label just one of these stamens, okay? And so you can see what those words look like. All right, Sajida. So all this dust that we see around, that's the pollen,
Yes.
right? And that's the anther over there. So there's this part here
Mm-hmm.
that's also got a name. And the name for that one is filament.
Filament.
Yeah, I brought this over so I could write on it. So let me just use this. Filament.
Filament.
And its job is to support the anther, right? It's to hold it in place. So let me write that word down for you. Okay, so let's do this. I know we only have 3 labels, but let's do it anyway. Sajida.
Mm-hmm.
This says
Anther.
anther. Can you label the anther, please? How'd you know that's the anther?
Because you told me that.
Because I told you. Yes, but you could have said because it's got the pollen on it, just at the top of the filament. Right? Okay, this word, what does this word say?
Pollen.
Pollen. Can you label pollen anywhere?
On top of that.
On top of that? Okay, it's up to you. How do you know that that's pollen?
Because it's like when you touch it, it gets all over your hands.
Yeah, it's kind of dusty. And if you had allergies, it would make you sneeze a lot.
Really?
What
You
about
don't sneeze?
I would sneeze. I'm not sneezing, so that's surprising. So what about this word here? Filament.
Filament.
Can you label the filament? And how do you know that's the filament?
Because you told me that.
Because, yeah, I told you. But also it has a job, there's a function. Its function is to support the anther. Okay, Sajida, so this is the end of this particular presentation. What kind of follow-up work do you think you could do? Do you have any ideas, or would you like me to give you ideas?
I already did something. I made
Yeah.
a nature journal
You made a nature journal
for a rose.
for a rose. Yeah. Do you want to add this to your nature journal?
I don't know.
Just particularly a picture. You want to draw a picture, like here. You could do that if you want to.
I'll think about it.
You want to think about it
Yeah.
and tell me maybe tomorrow?
Yes.
And if you don't have any ideas, I'll give you some suggestions.